India's residential real estate sector saw remarkable growth last year. The boom driven by young, affluent Indians with rising disposable incomes. More are demanding bigger homes and investing in high-end housing units in the expectation of even bigger returns. Priyata Brajabasi on this emerging trend.
35-year-old Ankit Mittal recently purchased a premium luxury residential apartment in Gurugram, just a 40 minutes drive from New Delhi in India's national capital region. Originally from a small town, Ankit is a successful entrepreneur, investor and startup consultant. Ankit bought this 4-bedroom apartment on the 33rd floor of a high-end apartment complex in 2021. He paid more than $300,000 then, and he says the property is now worth 1.5 to 2 times that price.
We wanted to invest in a property where we were almost sure of not losing money. So that's what made it difficult, because things that you find in the market, either they are very good investment opportunities or they are very good for living. And we wanted to find a balance between both.
High-end housing demand increased exponentially in 2023, with industry watchers saying rich Indians are looking for bigger livable spaces after the pandemic.
Surprisingly, post-pandemic, we saw a great resurgence in the entire residential real estate. We saw that the luxury and ultra-luxury segment, they were kind of participating quite well, and there were a couple of reasons behind it. So the top and foremost reason, in my opinion, was that not many people, they realized the importance of a house, typically a physical asset, and that's where a lot of people came out and started to buy. And there were a lot of upgrades happening. People upgraded from a smaller house to bigger house, and then also they were sitting on good amount of money. If you remember, during pandemic, the stock market really did well. So the savvy investors, they moved their money from the stock market to the physical market. So that was one of the reasons.
According to market statistics, luxury housing sales in India's top 7 cities jumped 5 times in 2023 compared with 2018. And looking just at units priced over $4.8 million, sales surged by a whopping 243% in the first 9 months of 2023. These houses are called luxury bungalows for a reason. For $5 million, you can get this property with a swimming pool, an open gym, a luscious garden and parking for at least 15 cars. Property brokers say this ultra-luxurious farmhouse in New Delhi's upmarket Chhatarpur area is seeing interest from successful young startup owners. For young Indians with new wealth, houses like these are aspirational and a proof of success. Affluent young Indians are fueling the growth of the luxury real estate space in India. With an estimated combined spending power of over $330 billion, millennials, who make up 36% of the country's population, accounted for 54% of home buyers in 2023. And according to a recent survey by global commercial real estate firm CBRE, 44% of millennials polled in India say they plan to use their earnings to invest in a home in the next 2 years. This is a big change from the previous generations, which usually invested in stocks or gold.
They've made a lot of money in stocks, in selling their companies, in selling their startups. And those are the people that are investing because they've always had a dream to get a beautiful house when they make it big. And that is the driven force for them to buy a luxury property. Ideally, what's happened is the demand is a lot more with the younger buyers coming in. So the sellers are holding on to their properties and demanding the price that they want. And the younger buyers are wanting to pay the premium and get what they desire. So sellers prefer newer buyers as well, the younger buyers who've got more money to splurge on.
The rise of luxury housing is creating little pockets of affluence in major cities, areas most Indians can never afford to live in. Government data shows that the average annual income in India is just under $1,200. In Ankit's luxury residential complex, the average annual rent is close to $10,000, almost 10 times India's per capita income. And industry watchers say while high-end housing is growing, the real estate market in India is steered by affordable housing for lower income groups, given India's income inequality. According to a recent UN report, the top 10% in India control 65% of the nation's total wealth, leaving 35% to be shared amongst the remaining 90% of India's wealth. Industry watchers say the current market share of affordable homes stands far below the 54% recorded in 2018. India is witnessing a change in the housing market to cater to the wealthier segments of the population. But while India's housing market grows for those who can afford it, at the same time it also highlights the lack of homes for India's poor, a huge challenge for the government. Priyata Brajabasi, CNA, New Delhi.